June. And now the opportunity for you to catch every heart-stopping, buzzer-beating minute by becoming a Miracle season ticket holder. If you'd like more information, call 407-916-WNBA. Orlando Miracle, join in. Speaking of college basketball, congratulations to Carolyn Peck and her Purdue women's team for winning the national championship over the weekend.
Kerry Kittles has been a real problem for the Magic, David, as he has been able to make 4 straight shots. He has just 8 points, but it seems like he has 18.
They came in bunches at the end of the first quarter, and they came from all around the floor. Hendrickson, an excellent shooter, but not this time. Tipped in, however, by Jamie Fike. Fike is in on a 10-day contract. And he is making a spot for himself on his team, probably, with his play. Double-digit points and rebounds the last 2 games. Dominique Wilkins starts the second quarter. Doesn't waste any time in getting his first shot up and hits it.
Tell you what, I watched Dominique this morning at shoot-around, and boy, he was really working hard. Particularly the few minutes after practice.
Jamie Fike drills one from the corner.
Tell you what, New Jersey making shots like they haven't made them all year long.
This is what we talked about. Every team that plays them is just scared to death that they're going to break out against them. Magic might be the lucky recipient tonight. There's an illegal defense against the Nets. I think Hendrickson, maybe Carr.
Yeah, they were a little late going, hesitated a little long with the foot, it back into the painted area. You'll see Carr right here. Now watch his feet. He's gonna step right back in the paint. As soon as he comes into the paint without going, that little hesitation there forces a turnover.
Wilkins for 3. Goliath, an offensive rebound and a foul on the Nets.
The foul number 43, Chris Carr.
Chris Carr picks up his first.
His first team foul.
Jason Williams back up off the bench will re-enter the game.
Jason Williams.
I like Jamie Fike, though, what he's been able to give them, David. Just looking at his numbers since coming over to New Jersey, he seems to be playing some pretty good basketball. Had a double-double last game out, 12 points, 11 rebounds in their 109-99 loss to the Cavs.
Dominique way up to get the rebound. He missed the following Williams rebound for the Nets. New Jersey a 3-point lead. Marbury back in the game. Armstrong is on him. Jason Williams trying to find an opening. Goliath defended him nicely. Hendrickson down the lane, and Goliath got it. New Jersey playing with much more confidence now that a few shots began to fall in for him.
Mark Hendrickson shooting 2.
You'll see the foul here as Goliath comes over, gets him across the arm. Nice aggressive move to the hole by Hendrickson.
Hendrickson out of Washington State. He was a second-round draft pick of Philadelphia. Played last year, but not much. Only 24 games with Philly. Traded to Sacramento, or I think released by Philly and picked up by Sacramento. Played about 50 games for them later. Hardaway is checked out for the first time. Anderson's back in. And Hendrickson gives the Nets a 4-point lead.
See if the Magic can get any more out of this pick and roll if they decide to go to it here. Nice, girl. Very nice. Girl gets to the hole against Stephen Marbury and finds Nick for the easy one.
11 now for Nick Anderson. Marbury cleared out against Armstrong. Williams is fouled by Derek Strong.
Foul on the 33, Derek Strong.
And that is Strong's first personal foul.
His first second team foul.
The New Jersey Nets a 2-point lead over the Magic early in the second quarter. It's the coolest game in town. It's the Orlando Solar Bears. They take on the Cincinnati Cyclones Wednesday the 31st at the Arena. That's tomorrow night. Come out and cheer on the Bears as they reduce the Cyclones to a gentle breeze. I only read them. For more ticket information, call 872-PUCK. That's 872 PUCK today. The Solar Bears are in it to win it.
Yeah, I thought you made that one up, David. That was good. I'm still, though, trying to get over the thought of you going to the Marilyn Manson concert.
Well, it was real tempting, Goose, but just had to settle for listening to all of his CDs. Oh, yeah. There's a guy, right?
I think so.
Jason Williams, only a 57% free throw shooter, but he drops in the first of two. And the Nets lead by 3. Williams, a little short and flat on the second shot. Derek Strong has the rebound.
Well, David, New Jersey, I would imagine right now thinking they have a chance to win this ball game. So I think they're going to try to do the number on the Magic right now.
Armstrong missed the driving layup, and the Nets will get the ball back. Darryl thought he got fouled on the shot.
Yeah, he wanted to foul, didn't get it. Stephen Marbury trying to push the ball down the floor, but Darryl catches up.
9:25 to play in the first half. Marbury got in early foul trouble. High arcing shot, no good. Derek Strong rebounds, gives to Armstrong.
And a very nice job defensively by Darryl Armstrong.
Dominique.
Oh, man.
Under conditions, yeah, they are. Shots around the basket. Here come the Nets, leading by 3. Carr lets it fly. Wilkins has the rebound. 3-on-2 fast break led by Armstrong. Derek Strong dribbled off of his foot, and the Nets are going to get on the turnover. 8:44 to go in the quarter. And Carr gives New Jersey a 5-point lead.
Well, that play right there, a tough one, because Dominique switched out on Stephen Marbury, and Darryl Armstrong got caught down on the low post.
Carr has played well for them, hasn't he? Dominique shot good, and it counts.
You know, David, the Magic, if they continue to get the shots they've been getting so far in this game, particularly here in the second period, right at the basket, you know, some of those are going to go. Dominique floating through the air and good fingertip control there.
You can't really complain about Orlando offensively, though. It's at the other end of the floor where they've struggled tonight. But give New Jersey credit, they've hit some difficult shots.
Yeah, they have.
Dominique Wilkins. Meek adds to his 26,000 plus points. Keith Van Horn not in uniform tonight. They thought he might be able to play.
He was at shoot-around this morning for New Jersey, and that ankle bothered him. As a matter of fact, he looked good at shoot-around, the report was, but right after shoot-around, an ankle started to stiffen up on him, and the pain returned, so they elected to hold him out again here.
He turned his ankle against Indiana on Friday night. Anderson with the runner. Wilkins with the rebound. Wilkins again with the rebound. And he's fouled by Hendrickson. Dominique staying with it.
Yeah, that's wonderful to see, David. You know, Dominique, every day that goes by, getting himself in better and better condition. And you'll see right here, he uses his body well. Just the second and third effort gets him that basket. He has to be feeling good about himself.
Well, he's played 4 minutes, and he's scored 8 points. And taken 7 shots from the field. So, thanks to Wilkins largely, the Magic have a 1-point lead. Hendrickson gets the lead back for the Nets.
Well, when you have those guys stepping out making that kind of shot, well, you might be in a little bit of trouble.
Now, he can't shoot it. That's what he does best, Hendrickson. But he had a hand in his face there.
Under pressure, though.
Deep in the corner. Ike back, and he goes to work against Jason Williams. Double teamed out to Dominique, a 3-point shot. Meek is on fire in the second quarter.
Yeah, you have to love it, David.
11 points for Dominique Wilkins. Jason Williams ties the game.
The Magic never got caught up with Stephen Marbury that time. He kept his dribble alive, ran through a couple players.
Looks like one of those summer all-star games in the first half.
It really does. Ike needs to make this shot. Well, came up a little short on that one, but he had Jason Williams right under the basket.
Marbury plays pick and roll with Jason Williams.
Yeah, there it is again. You see how he's keeping his dribble alive, David. That one extra dribble.
And Kendall Gill makes another shot.
Chuck's going to burn a timeout here, I think, David.
Chuck Daly likes what he sees offensively. The Magic have put 41 points up with 6:17 to go in a quarter. But New Jersey has 43 points, and the Nets have shot 62% from the field. Dominique Wilkins, the story for the Magic in the second quarter, with 11 second period points. Magic fans, stay tuned following the game for Sunshine Network Live, Florida's newest sports call-in show where you, the fan, can voice your opinion. Sunshine Network Live tonight at 10, live from the Orlando Arena. Pat Clark, the host, along with Larry Guest, and Ernie Els will be a special guest on Sunshine Network Live as well, along with Marilyn Manson. Going to stop by too. Just kidding.
Bill Fay would have a fun time with interviewing him, wouldn't he?
It's almost as funny as me and my family going to the concert last night. Visual picture, isn't it? Boston. Jason Williams really banging inside with Ike. The Nets come away with the basketball and a 2-point lead. Well, they just launch it. Lucius Harris misfires on the three. Anderson is tripped up out of bounds. We got a foul called on Jason Williams. That's his first personal foul.
His first 14th foul.
14 fouls on New Jersey in the quarter.
Well, Nick Anderson does a good job coming with this rebound. Watch the big rebound in traffic and holds his own. Jason Williams just kind of pushes him out of bounds there. Jason doesn't argue too badly on that one. See if the Magic continue to try to find a way to ride Dominique.
A little bit long on that offer.
Just a little.
Yep, still lead by 2. Stephon Marbury. The three is long, and the rebound is ricocheting out of bounds to the Magic. Good hustle by Jason Williams.
For the Magic, number 54,
Horace Grant returns. Derek Strong is out. Rearrange the furniture over there in the corner a little bit. Williams did.
And the Magic
was hurt.
Excuse me, David. The Magic having a difficult time right now catching up with Stephon Marbury. He's really creating a lot of problems for the Magic down low.
One of the top point guards in the NBA. He is a handful out there.
But watch how he keeps his dribble alive. Watch the extra bounce. That time he picked it up because Ike stepped out on top. Well, you see what happens when you force him to give the ball up.
Gill hanging around looking for the outlet pass, and the Magic turned it over. That's 7 turnovers on Orlando, only 3 against New Jersey.
Good lift.
Hardaway and Matt Harper in return.
Good lift from Dominique Wilkins, David, as he leaves the game. 11 big ones for Dominique. 7 minutes he played.
Got up 9 shots. Can't score if you don't shoot, Goose.
That's right.
Marbury backing in on Armstrong. Stephon Marbury. Only his second field goal of the night. But it gives New Jersey a 4-point lead. Armstrong and Grant run the pick and roll. Horace with the 15-footer.
One of the few times the Magic got that pick and roll to work. And it was the bounce pass that helped it to work that time, David.
Marbury matches up with Gill. Jason Williams. Boy, they are hitting some outside shots tonight.
They are flat shooting the ball. 58% they're shooting.
Williams has 9. The average is 7.7 per game. Danny Shays is at the scorer's table, ready to check in for the Magic. And Marbury gets the steal from Armstrong.
He played that pick and roll perfectly.
New Jersey has a 6-point lead, and that is their biggest lead of the game. Chuck Daly will take a 20-second timeout. The New Jersey Nets have come into the Orlando arena, and after a slow start, have shot the ball extremely well.
David, watch how Stephen Marbury plays this. Look how he gets over top the screen. You don't see many people do that. And Darrell Armstrong loses his footing there. But that totally disrupts the offense when that guard jumps over top of the screen and takes away that opportunity to curl towards the basket. Danny Shays checks in. The reason for that is the Magic having a difficult time defending on the low post. Ike Austin and Michael Doliak both had a little bit of trouble dealing with the pick and roll. So Danny Shays a better defender, and he also can set the screen on that high pick and roll should the Magic go to it.
Shays played very well in Charlotte last week. Hardaway slips around Marbury. Now he what Chuck Daly wants to get Marbury down low against Hardaway or Anderson. You feel like you got a good chance offensively.
Yeah, you know, we talked about it earlier. Stephon picked up 2 quick fouls, and the Magic had gone away from posting him up. You see how easy it's going to be, because if you go baseline, he has to back off.
Armstrong is matched up with Marbury. Penny's on Lucius Harris, and Kim O'Gill is guarded by Matt Harper. Well, they have hit, I don't know how many jumpers in this first half. We've got the shot chart. Maybe we can pull that up here before too long and just see how many jump shots that New Jersey has made. They're not scoring much at all inside.
You know, the good thing, David, is you would have to think the jump shots are going to stop going after a while. Another turnover by the Magic.
That's 9 in the game. That's lead is 6. Offering on Marbury. And a 3-second violation is called against Jason Williams. One's too many head fakes by Harris over in the corner.
New Jersey.
Clock stopped with 2:12 to play in the second quarter. The Nets, with only 5 victories on the season and only 1 on the road, lead the Magic by 6.
Well, where do you go for the biggest selection of Magic, Miracle, and Solar Bear merchandise? The Orlando Magic fanatic, of course. Stop by and see some of the new Orlando Magic 10th anniversary and Miracle merchandise at one of the 2 locations, including the West Colonial location just near I-4 and then the West Oaks Mall. Come in today and share in the magic.
You are the man. You can do a little bit of everything, can't you?
Well, in my mind, yeah.
Versatile performance. Harpering. 10 points for the rookie from Georgia Tech.
David, that's a big basket right there. The Magic need to find a way to end this period with a little bit of a flurry, whether it's on the defensive end or the offensive end, it doesn't matter, but you either have to take some baskets away or make some, but hopefully it starts defensively.
Armstrong does a good job denying the pass to Marbury, and then he's called for a foul, but it's only the 3rd team foul on the Magic in the quarter.
His first in the last 2 minutes.
David Steele, Goose Gibbons, Paul Kennedy on Sunshine Network tonight. From the Orlando Arena, the Magic and the Nets locked up in a good one in the first half. New Jersey has the lead by 4.
Nice job, Danny Shays, but still big jumper. Man, they have made some big-time jumpers here, David.
11 points for Jason Williams. The Nets lead is 6. Harper to Shays, the long jumper, and the rebound to Marbury. Goes it long, and Armstrong almost had it. And Flash dashes into the 3rd row.
Quick feet by Darrell Armstrong.
And it's a good thing, because if you got slow feet, then you probably have a broken leg right
here. Yeah, you're going to be hurting. Or if you don't have the hops, you're going to be wrapped up in that table if you can't jump over.
A little trap put out by the Magic. Jason Williams. Danny Shays give it up.
Yeah, I'm going to have to talk to Danny Shays about that. You know, he's not quite a young man anymore. You know, that might hurt after the game.
That's what we were looking for, Goose. And look at all the perimeter shots the Nets have hit. 2 baskets they've hit. Just a couple there inside the circle.
And, you know, David, as you look at all these jump shots, I mean, you have to think the percentages are going to play out before this game is over. So I don't think they can continue to shoot the ball like that, particularly when you consider the number of shots they have made when they were contested. I mean, the Magic have had a hand in the face a lot tonight, so you would think they're going to start just like this one. Danny Shea's up on Jason Williams, and that's definitely the shot you want Jason Williams taking. But he's made a lot of those tonight.
Well, they call Darrell Armstrong Flash. They call Danny Shea's Blaze. His teammates do. Blaze Shea's.
That's pretty good.
Six-point game. Less than a minute to play in the first half. Shot clock down to 2. Marbury turns it loose. And Hardaway gets the rebound. Good save to Shea.
Well, there's the stop the Magic wanted.
20 for 3. Hill looks for the long pass. Harris is there. He's got Marbury off to his right, but he takes it himself, and a foul on Hardaway.
Foul number 1, Penny Hardaway.
Second personal on Penny Hardaway. Lucius Harris goes to the line. Now see that kind of play right there, David. Once again, and I just point this out because a lot of people are asking why are the Nets 5-23. Now you have that fast break going right there. Lucius Harris coming down with Stephen Marbury on the other side wide open. You know, the good teams are going to share that basketball. They're going to give that ball up to the open man because they know in the long run winning the game is what's important. But Lucius Harris hangs on to it. He misses the first free throw. And, you know, it just makes for an uncomfortable feeling when you don't share the basketball.
Not sure exactly why we're inbounding the ball again. Must be a clock problem.
Yeah, they didn't start the clock, and so they're going to start it over.
Yeah, take it back to the baseline and let the Magic do it again. New Jersey has its biggest lead of the game, 7 points with 32 seconds.
Here's that fast break, David. Now, Stephen Marbury is wide open on the other side. You see him under the basket right there, but you don't give it up. And, you know, that just kind of hurts everything. Penny Hardaway comes back and gets 2.
Tough shot by Penny.
Well, a stop right here is huge, David. You need some momentum somewhere coming out of the locker room at halftime.
Elliot Perry and a foul.
Give up a potential 3-point play. And Darrell Armstrong upset with himself because Darrell did just what he wasn't supposed to do, and that is jump out on top of a guy with the ball in his hands. Elliot Perry spotted the path to the basket and gives him an opportunity for a 3-point play.
And Harpering rebounds. We still have 11 seconds left. And Horace must have misread the clock. Here's an embarrassing moment.
Oh, man. Well,
unless you thought that was a high percentage shot, which I don't think. Big smile on Horace's face. And Jason Williams doesn't get the shot off in time. So that kind of tells the story for the Magic in this first half. The Nets come in at 5-23, and they walk away at halftime with a 7-point lead, 56-49.
It happens, boy.
He is the most embarrassed guy except for Florida right now. 7-point lead for the Nets, and we'll be back with Paul Kennedy on the halftime report in just a moment on Sunshine Network. We're just about ready to begin the second half of basketball from the Orlando Arena. The Nets on fire from the field lead the Magic by 7, 56-49. Let's take a look at our first half statistics. The Nets 61% and a lot of outside shots in there, Goose.
Yeah, David, that just shows you the Magic defense not nearly as sharp as it needs to be here. Giving up 61% to the team that shoots the worst percentage in the NBA. You just know your defense not there. Really nothing else matters for the Magic when you look at the rest of the statistics. That field goal percentage must come down, and for that to happen, the Magic defense must step it up some.
Going to look at anything else, I guess turnovers would be it. The Magic have committed 9 and the Nets only 4. Leading scorers, Jason Williams has 11. Kendall Gill 10, Terry Kittles 8 for the Magic. Nick Anderson and Dominique Wilkins both have 11, and Matt Harpring has 10. Scoring is not the problem. The Magic with 49 first-half points. They've given up way too many.
Yeah, you're right.
Jersey team that struggles to score. Out-of-town scores around the NBA. Boston has a 13-point lead over Charlotte. Every game critical for the Hornets as they try to make a late push for the playoffs. Atlanta, coming off the big win last night against Indiana, leads Detroit at the half by 1. Toronto's on top of Cleveland by 15 at the half. New York leads Indiana in the second. Indiana suffering from a loss last night to Atlanta. Dallas and Minnesota just getting started in the second. Seattle and San Antonio later tonight. Third quarter underway from the arena. Jason Williams steps between Austin and Hardaway and scores an easy bucket.
Not a good start for the Magic right there, David. We talked about the defense having to step up, and the first shot you give up is a layup uncontested.
And a 9-point lead for the Nets. And Harpring, Grant, Anderson. They swing it around to Hardaway, posting up against the smaller Marbury. Double team comes from Fike, and Harpring gets the, he missed the layup. And commits the foul.
Matt, a little bit off balance when he caught that one. Just couldn't get the explosion to the basket he needed to get that one up over the rim. But a nice cut to the basket.
Well, and the Magic were complaining that he should have been at the foul line because of that right there. And he committed the foul. Second foul on Matt Harpring. Great pass from Fike, and Jason Williams gives the Nets an 11-point lead. 15 points for Williams. Magic digging themselves a hole early in the third quarter.
Well, Jason Williams is way illegal.
And he's right in the middle of the paint.
And he's pointing out to Ike Austin like, okay, I can stand 20 feet away from him. What do you mean? But he's definitely illegal. I mean, you just watch Jason Williams. Here he is right here, and Ike Austin breaks up to the top of the key area there, and Jason just stands right there in the middle. I mean, that's, I think, illegal every time. Wouldn't you think, David?
That's usually going to get called. Ike Austin shot the technical free throw and made it.
Well, the Magic would like to get Ike Austin going. Maybe the free throw attempt will be just what he needs to get it.
Double team by Fike and Williams. Harpring gets Hardaway a look at a three. Fike rebounds the ball, and then Penny deflected it into the hands of Harpring. Anderson around Kittles, missed it too strong. And Horace Grant puts it in to cut the lead to 8.
A lot of shots right at the basket, David, not falling tonight.
Even still, the Magic shooting 46%. Fike will take the outside shot. And that's more of what the Magic expected when that big guy turned it loose tonight. Right? He had a big game against the Magic, though, in a Cleveland uniform last year. Boston.
Jason Williams doing a real good job. And there's another illegal defense. And Fike that time just late going. I mean, that's the problem with that. Jason Williams, I got to give him credit, David. He's doing a real good job of pushing Ike Austin off of that low post.
Ike Austin will shoot the technical.
And he's forcing Ike to catch it way out towards the corner. And that takes all the pressure off of New Jersey's defense, because you don't have to double team Ike Austin when he's 15 feet away from the basket. If he holds his ground under there, you have to double up on him, and someone's going to be open. Interesting that Chuck Daly sends Ike Austin to the line to shoot the technicals. He's 4 of his last 12 from the free throw line coming into the game. And it's good. Foul on New Jersey. Well, that's a good example right there, David, of what happens when you catch the ball on the block, where Penny Hardaway caught it that time, because you have to bring the double team, and someone is going to be open. 2 technical free throws by Austin. Now a bucket by Big Ike, and he'll go to the line when we come back. Austin leading the Magic back from an 11-point deficit early in the third period. Well, the Nets had an 11-point lead a moment ago. It's been cut to 5. New Jersey has only 1
road win this year. That was at Boston in early March. And Denver is the only team in the NBA without a victory on the road. The Nets are making a run at the Magic tonight. Mike Austin has made 3 free throws in a row, and in this period, Big Ike has 5 points. The Magic have trimmed that 11-point lead back to 4.
I'll give Chuck Daly a lot of credit. He put Ike Austin on the line to shoot those technical fouls, hoping it would get Ike going. Nice defense. Nice defense.
His former college teammate. Stephon Marbury comes up short. Well, the Nets are playing hard, aren't they? Sense an opportunity to get a rare victory.
Well, they're riding Ike right now. Good job holding his position down low.
Williams is bound to get called for one here in a moment.
Sooner or later.
Foul number 55, Jason Williams.
He was just working Ike Austin.
But you know what? That's what I was giving him credit for earlier, David, because he was more aggressive than Ike, and the officials were letting him go. Now you see him pushing him out right there. Now he's just going right at him.
Almost went in. Is that a turnover or a missed shot? As Kittle lays it in at the other end.
I would almost bet they'd give him a turnover. I'm not sure.
I'd go along with that.
The Magic now with 10 of them.
Could have cut the lead to 2. Now it's up to 6 again. Back into Ike. And a foul on Jason Williams again. That's his 3rd. Picked up 2 real quick.
Well, it's funny how the officials change the way they blow the whistle depending on how the player is playing, whether he's aggressive or not. Now Ike involved in the game, and the officials rewarding him for doing the job on the low post.
Well, they switched and put Fike on Austin. Jason Williams on Grant. Penny, one-handed dunk around Marbury.
Well, that's there. It's going to be there. Now, those shots are not going to keep falling. It's about rebounding now.
Magic on a 4-on-2 run out. And Harpering, nice save, but he threw it into the hands of Jamie Fike. Now the New Jersey Nets have a 3-on-2 fast break at the other end of the floor. And a foul on the Magic, Penny Hardaway.
That was going to be just a tough pass for Matt Harpering to handle. Give Nick a lot of credit, though. He got it right through the defense, but it had to stay down. Tough break right there for the Magic.
Ten points for Stephon Marbury. The Nets lead is back up to 7. Magic had 10 at the 4 and had the ball. Kittle's on Anderson. Shot clock winding down. Anderson double teamed in the corner. And out of bounds. It'll stay with the Magic with 1 second on the shot clock.
1 second to shoot. 1 second to shoot.
Watch the quick step to the basket by Horace Grant. Well, he goes to the corner, though. Didn't get it off.
24-second violation.
The 12th turnover on the Magic tonight. New Jersey has committed only 5. And the Nets are 22nd in the league in turnovers at almost 17 per game.
Once again, that you have to point to your defense.
Kittle's got a great look at it, just missed the shot.
Well, as I say, David, the percentages are going to play out here sooner or later.
Horace Grant.
You can expect New Jersey to start to miss some shots, but the real problem, David, is the fact that they are such a good rebounding team.
And Hartford. The Magic have cut the lead to 3. 6:51 to play in the period. Grant blocked the shot, got tangled up with Williams, and they both hit the deck hard.
Foul number 54, Horace Grant.
Jason Williams,
Second, third,
he would have gotten to the line anyway. But the other thing he did, as Horace Grant came down, he just wrapped Horace Grant up and brought him down to the floor with it. This is Matt Harpering's last trip to the basketball. Stephen Marbury, he's just no resistance at all. You take the ball to the basket against him. Here's Penny Hardaway doing the same thing. Watch it. Penny turns and Marbury just cannot recover.
That ball almost hit the side of the backboard to the right of the rim.
Just need to make sure you rebound here, David. When you start forcing the Nets to miss, you have to get the rebound.
5 1/4 for Jason Williams. 16 overall. It's a 4-point Jersey lead again. Now they're trying to come into the lead. Hardaway working on Marbury. Anderson, a strong drive, and a foul.
Boy, just going to the basket tonight. Continuing to keep that dribble alive. Keep the defense off balance. Jason Williams now with 4. And he got a couple against Ike Austin that if he had just backed off and played the good solid defense without the reaching, he would not have committed. Well, I just love it when I see Nick and Penny taking the ball to the hole.
Mark Hendrickson is on the floor. Williams on the bench now with 4 fouls. 9 rebounds, 16 points for Jason Williams. Nick has become more aggressive the last few games. And he's hit 3 out of 4 on the free throw line. The Magic on a 16-6 run, and they've cut the Nets lead from 11 to 1.
Jason Williams has fouled out of 3 ball games.
And he's got the steal. And he's got Anderson trailing the play. Good hands by Penny Hardaway. Nick launches a 3. Grant tipped it, and then Austin tipped it away from him. Kittles gives the Nets a 3-point lead.
Hey, come here, goddammit! Motherfucking ass down.
5:49 to go in the quarter. And just make a run here in the 3rd period in the arena.
Still like the tempo, David, of this game. The way the Magic have fought back.
Ugly possession that time as Austin threw a lob to the left side of the basket for Hardaway, and then Harpering slapped the ball out of bounds. And 13 turnovers now for the Magic. They're going to have to tighten things up. Cut down on the turnovers here in the
you're right.
The last 17 minutes of the game.
Once again, New Jersey, a team that turns it over 17 times a game. And the Magic have forced just 6, and then a useless, unnecessary foul by Ike Austin that time.
Well, you don't want to foul Jamie Fike 20 feet from the basket.
His first 14th foul.
Ike didn't think he got him, but
For the Magic,
referee Tony Brothers puts Jamie Fike on the line. Rather, Daryl Armstrong is checking in for Penny Hardaway.
Jamie Fike shooting 2.
10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists for number 1 tonight. Jamie Fike out of Michigan State. Played with Charlotte, San Antonio, and last year had 45 games with the Milwaukee Bucks. So he didn't have a big game against the Magic. I can't recall if it was preseason or early regular season.
He was a banger. Came in and well, we kind of made him look like an all-star that night, didn't we?
Leads back up to 5. Grant pulls the trigger over Hendrickson. Magic ball as Gill touched it last. Referee Hugh Evans right on top of the play.
Nice job, Ike Austin. Keeping the ball alive, fighting for that rebound.
Armstrong and Austin in the pick and roll. Gill runs at Ike. Ike throws it away. 4-on-2 fast break. Terry Kittles fouled from behind by Anderson.
No basket.
And he'll shoot 2.
Foul number 25, Nick Anderson.
That another Magic turnover, 14 in the game.
On the Nets, number 50, William Cunningham.
William Cunningham has checked in for New Jersey.
Well, another
10-day
big body.
contract guy.
Terry Kittle shooting
Another
2.
big body they can put in to clog up the middle.
Kittle's first free throw of the game. former Louisiana high school basketball player of the year back in the early 90s. All-American at Villanova. 13 points for Kerry Kittles. Anderson got inside of Kittles, draws contact, and a foul on Cunningham.
David, what made that play work was the nice baseline bounce pass from Darrell Armstrong. Kittles jumped out on top. It had to be on the baseline side. Watch right here as Darrell really reaches. Gets it to Nick on the low side, and Nick does a good job drawing the foul.
Nick Anderson missed his first free throw in the first quarter, but since then he's knocked in 4 straight. 5-point Nets lead.
Touch it up, Nick Anderson. Yes.
16 for Nick. George Steinbrenner enjoying an NBA game tonight. 4-point lead for the Nets.
David still kind of waiting for the Magic defense to get themselves together here.
Anderson threaded the needle. Austin tipped it in.
I don't know for sure where the whistle was on that. Looked like Matt Harper got pounded. But Horace Grant there to clean it up. Are they running that double team at Stephon Marbury?
Outside shots are not falling for the Nets in the third quarter as they did in the first half.
Now, once again, you know that's going to change.
He almost fumbled it out of bounds. And an illegal defense is called against New Jersey.
Well, I tell you what, sometimes I get that basketball, David, and you just kind of just sit back and hold your breath, just waiting to see what's going to happen. More times than not, something good does happen, but every now and then.
You're saying it's an adventure.
It's an adventure, yes.
That's Darrell Armstrong's first point of the game.
You know, you really can't expect Darrell, and we've said it before, to come out and carry you every night. He's going to have one off night. He's going to have to. And I know there's a lot of time left. I'm not saying this is the night, because we've seen him come to life in the fourth quarter.
Well, he is Mr. Fourth Quarter, isn't he? 1-point game. Good looking give and go, but Austin missed the dunk. Here comes Kendall Gill. 3:46 to play in the third quarter. Gill launches a jumper. They absolutely are not going in this third period. The Nets are still over 50% for the night, 54.
Well, and guess what, David? The Magic can take the lead here with a basket.
Elliott Perry stole it from Armstrong. And there's no foul call. The Nets will get the ball. Armstrong and Grant hustling.
New Jersey, number 43, Chris Carr.
Michael Doliak is going to check in. Let's take another look at the defense of the Magic here.
Kendall Gill wanted to foul, no question about it. Horace Grant knocks it out of bounds. Good job, Ike Austin, as he takes a break. The Magic rode him early in this period to stay in the game.
Chris Carr checked in during that dead ball situation. Kittles for 3. Kerry Kittles, his first three-pointer of the night. 16 for Kittles, and the Nets lead is back to 4. The Magic had 2 possessions with a chance to take the lead and couldn't do it.
They've been going to Nick Anderson down on the low post.
Timeout, Magic, Orlando.
The foul is called on Kittles that time. That is his first. And the Nets are over the limit in the period. So when we come back, Nick Anderson will shoot 2 more free throws. 2:53 to play in the quarter. It's the Nets up by 4. The Magic have had their chances to take the lead, but so far New Jersey have held them off. Tomorrow night, the Magic are on the road in Washington, the capital city, to take on the Wizards. Mitch Richmond has really been playing well for Washington. You can catch that game on the Magic television network. Countdown to Magic starts at 6:30 to get you set for the game against the Washington Wizards. That's tomorrow night. 8 games, 11 days for the Magic. Gerald Wilkins down there at the end with that Chris Glass
Look-alike
custom vest.
Yeah. Chris has about 3 of them in his closet just like that one. Gerald Wilkins at one stage of his career was, I think it was GQ magazine that voted him one of the best dressed players in the NBA, top 5 finisher in that category.
Anderson had made 6 free throws in a row before that miss. It's a 3-point New Jersey Nets lead. Who's hot and who's not? The Nets have cooled off here from the field in the third quarter, but Cunningham takes a high percentage shot to jack the percentage up just a little bit.
Elliot Perry creating all kinds of problems against Darrell Armstrong. Quickness on quickness there.
Goliak got Cunningham off of his feet. Armstrong shoots for 3. Goliak gets the offensive rebound. His mistake was putting it on the floor. Perry was there to knock it away. And Anderson is called for the foul on Kittles.
No basket. Number 25, Nick Anderson.
The Magic have made a couple of runs in New Jersey, but they were unable to overtake them here so far in the third quarter.
Yeah, they keep answering every run the Magic make.
Harry Kittles shooting 2.
And right now, with Jason Williams on the bench in foul trouble, they still managed to maintain the lead. Nine points in the quarter for Kittles. Williams with 4 personal fouls. Likely to start the fourth quarter, come in soon after the period begins. Penny Hardaway's back in, replacing Matt Harper. And Kittles pushes the lead back out to 7. Armstrong gets it to Anderson off the screen.
Yes,
he drilled it.
Well, that's confidence right there, David. It's confidence, and it started with Nick taking the ball to the hole, getting fouled, and getting the ball to drop through the hole on a couple of those possessions.
Anderson has 19 tonight. Somebody opened the door. Let the breeze come through.
Not a good shot.
Just a little wide right. Magic down by 5 with the ball.
See if Nick can get to the basket. Get the whistle, and he did on that one in that matchup with Hendrickson. He wasn't in the act of shooting, but the Nets are over the limit.
And that foul on Hendrickson is his 3rd personal.
Dominique Wilkins shooting 2.
Real nice recognition there by the Magic and Dominique Wilkins.
Dominique in limited minutes tonight has 12 points.
I remember the first game of the year. I think it was that Dominique played in up at Philadelphia. I think Dominique made his first free throw and missed 6 straight after that.
And missed many sets, has he?
He has not.
Elliot Perry. Not this time, and Anderson almost tied up by Fike. He hit the floor, and Jersey wanted a turnover call. They said that Nick Anderson was out of bounds. Dominique Wilkins.
Yes, that's Dominique that we know and love from the old days, coming out of his bag and talking a little trash. Darrell Armstrong wanted the offensive foul there, but not going to get it.
He's called for the block instead. The Nets will take a 20-second timeout. Armstrong is called for his 2nd foul. Now, those numbers you see on Dominique Wilkins are in 9 minutes on the floor tonight. He has been extremely productive.
So you say they called a foul on Darrell Armstrong?
Well, I thought they did.
I thought the Nets called the timeout.
Before, huh?
Yeah, before the foul.
You're right.
They have the ball back at half court, so let's hope they didn't hit Darrell with a foul.
You're right. They've only got him with 1 on the big board.
Dominique Wilkins with the move to the baseline.
Taking it right at young Mark Hendrickson. And then talking about it, headed the other direction. It's a one-point
game again, David. The only difference here is the Magic don't have the ball, but Nick Anderson with the good defensive play.
Took it from Carr. Goliak against Fike, left-handed runner. Dominique battling for it. Carr has it, and a foul on Orlando.
Foul number 51, Michael Goliak.
Goliak, his 3rd.
So they miss another chance to take the lead, David.
About 4 or 5 times they've had the ball and a chance to tie or take the lead.
Well, the good thing is the Magic continue to give themselves opportunities. It's going to happen if they stay right here in the game like they have been able to do. And New Jersey field goal percentage down from about 60% to 53%. So the Magic starting to play a little bit better defense, and the Nets starting to miss some shots.
Chuck Daly having to work awfully hard to keep his team in this ball game tonight. Carr misses 1 out of 2. Dominique Wilkins pulls in another rebound.
And I think, David, I would go back to Dominique on the low post here. Nick Anderson, I know, has had his way.
Armstrong lost it again. And then a foul on Wilkins. 17 turnovers on the Magic.
Dominique Wilkins. His first penalty situation.
More free throws for the Nets.
But
there's the points off turnovers, 25-12 in favor of New Jersey.
Well, I tell you what, this pick and roll is really, really played to perfection by New Jersey. It's been defended all night very well. And what they're doing is a little different than what the Magic have faced. Watch Elliot Perry right here. Now watch how he jumps up on this side, and he's going to force Durrell to the baseline. That's the only thing open. And that's where the problem has been. Durrell hasn't been able to come back on top, and it's really, really slowed the Magic flow down.
It's out to a 4-point lead again for the Nets. New Jersey led by 11 early in the third quarter. Fike turned his back, and Armstrong took it to the basket.
Finally, Durrell gets something on the board from the field, and he gives Elliot Perry a little bit of his own medicine there. New Jersey gets the last basket here, and we'll see how the Magic defend this high pick and roll. Very nice job.
Armstrong with the block, 2 seconds to go in the quarter.
Very nice job defensively.
And that's the end of the third period. The Nets led by as many as 11. The Magic had at least a half a dozen opportunities to take the lead or tie it up, but they still trail by 2 with 12 minutes to play from the arena. We'll be back for the final period from Orlando on Sunshine Network.
Orlando Magic Basketball is brought to you in part by Primeco. Get our new pocket-sized audio box phone exclusively from Primeco for just $99, complete with a free car-powered charger. By Nations Rent, they can make it happen. For rental equipment, call 1-800-NO-SWEAT. And by your Gillette Mach 3, the first triple blade razor.
Magic are no strangers to trailing going to the fourth quarter. It's happened 9 times, and they have come back 9 times trailing at the end of 3. And there you see the list of games where the Magic were down, headed to the fourth, and then wound up winning. And the leading scorer for the Magic this year in the fourth quarter is Darrell Armstrong. He averages 5.5 points per game during fourth quarter action. But tonight it's Dominique Wilkins' night at the arena.
He has it working, David. When you see him kicking those legs on that jump shot, you know he's feeling good about himself.
17 for Dominique.
And those legs are going everywhere tonight.
They're finally tied up. Last time it was tied was at 41. Fike had it blocked twice. There's a foul. Boy, Doliak looked like he got that one cleanly both times.
Pretty good defensive play. Darrell Armstrong keeps it, gets a hand on it. Don't know for sure about that one, but Hugh Evans right on top of the play makes the call.
And Fike is at the line, no matter what you think of it. 7 points right for Jamie Fike. The Nets by 2, 83-81. Elliot Perry has done a very good job on Darrell Armstrong. Anderson's jumper. Hardaway gets the rebound and threw it away. 3-on-2 fast break. Elliot Perry puts the Nets up by 4.
Real good use of the backboard by Elliot Perry. Had to get it high up off the glass.
Jason Williams took it away from Dominique Wilkins. Here come the Nets after the Magic tied it up.
A basket here means a real quick timeout by Chuck Daly.
Carr, the only net in there, almost tipped it in.
Nick should be able to put the ball on the floor and get to the hole here.
He pulls the three. Carr with another rebound. Nets ball. New Jersey has only committed 7 turnovers tonight. The Magic 18 turnovers, resulting in 29 points for New Jersey. Don Casey's team looking for a rare victory in Orlando. Oddly, the Magic have only lost twice here, and the Nets have only won once on the road. And yet here we are in the fourth quarter. Big night for Nick Anderson. That was his 7th rebound. Nick's open for 3.
Yeah.
He drilled it.
Yes, Mr. Nick Anderson, we have been waiting for that to resurface, and it does here tonight.
His second 3 of the game cuts the lead to 1. Williams' shot won't go, and Hardaway has the rebound. Here come the Magic, trailing by a point. Three by Darrell Armstrong is short. Wilkins rebound. And out of bounds back to New Jersey.
Official timeout.
Well, the Magic just can't seem to quite get over the hump tonight against the Nets, who have led most of the way. They still trail by a point. Plenty of time left in the fourth quarter. Chuck Daly and the ball club working hard against a determined New Jersey Nets team. Is Darrell Armstrong. He averages 5.5 points per game during fourth quarter action. But tonight it's Dominique Wilkins' night at the arena.
He has it working, David. When you see him kicking those legs on that jump shot, you know he's feeling good about himself.
Dominique Wilkins with 17 points. That our Primeco call of the game. Neek on the bench now. 13 minutes, 13 shots. Matt Harpering has checked in for Neek. Stephon Marbury only in his 10th game in a Nets uniform. Gives to Kendall Gill. Clear out, Gill against Harpering. He'll settle for the jumper. Missed it short. Anderson has been tough on the boards tonight for the Magic. 8 rebounds for Nick to go with 22 big points.
Oh, he and Jason Williams had a little staring party right there. Just the 2 of them. Eyeball to eyeball.
Hardaway against Kittle. Penny double team. Great head fake. Yeah. And he lifts the Magic into the lead. Penny Hardaway puts it on top 86-85.
Now let's see if you can get a couple stops here, David.
Ran against Williams. Tip no good. Anderson mugged by Jason Williams.
Man, that's number 5 on Jason Williams. So, David, you know, sometimes you just have to be smart, and sometimes you just have to back off. You know you're very valuable to your ball club. You know you really need to stay on the floor, and Jason Williams just goes in, picks up foul number 5.
Frustrated about missing the shot.
Watch this up and under. Kerry Kittles bites into the pump fake, and Penny Hardaway makes him pay for it.
Magic on top for the first time since late in the second quarter.
Well, and I just hope Penny takes him again. There comes the double team.
Ran down the lane. Kendall Gill took it away from him. He missed the layup, did Gill. Hardaway running out the other end of the floor. And the foul is called on Fike.
Kendall Gill just kind of missed that one, David. I thought he would take that one on to the hole. Darrell Armstrong tried to set up for the offensive foul for the charge. But he didn't get the call on Stephon Marbury. And I think it was Kendall Gill's own man that got in his way. Forced him to miss that one.
A lot of time left in the ball game. 7:45.
Take him, Penny. Darrell Armstrong, yeah. A bit of a push.
Darrell Armstrong.
his third.
His second
rather, and the second team foul on the Magic.
I still like Penny's challenging at the basket here, David. These shots are going to go. No help defense coming this time. Nick Anderson steps back. Horace Grant normally the one. Oh, Darrell almost had that one. That one would have gone right out of bounds, but Darrell with the quick hands.
Too quick for his own good that time.
It had been Horace Grant coming to help out on Stephen Marbury, but they've put Jamie Fike way down on the low post.
Foul number 10, Darrell Armstrong.
That's Armstrong's third foul.
His third team foul.
And 3 team fouls on Orlando. Magic still with a 1-point lead. Trailed by 11 early in the third quarter. Offensive foul on Marbury.
He finally got it. He's been trying. He has been trying. Great anticipation by Darrell Armstrong. Just watch how he shifts his body. And Stephen Marbury makes it a little bit easier to call that time because he kind of lowers his shoulder.
And Chuck Daly uses a timeout. 7:10 to play in the fourth quarter. The Magic have erased the double-digit lead. They have the ball and the 1-point lead after Armstrong takes the charge from Stephon Marbury. Here's our Chevy game summary. Nick Anderson has 22 points to lead the Magic. Kittle's 18 to lead the Nets. Field goal percentages have evened up. New Jersey shot 60% in the first half. Now it's down to 47%. And they're 1 for their last 10, Goose.
Yeah, and that 29 points off the turnovers, David, that's huge. Huge. It's amazing the Magic have a 1-point lead here.
Former college teammates Anderson and Kendall Gill really going at it, and it's Kittles that stepped back in and knocked the ball away from Nick Anderson. Carr for 3. Chris Carr.
Chris Carr.
10 points for Carr, and the Nets are back on top by 2. Tough break for Grant. Carr with the rebound. Just under 6.5 minutes to play in the basketball game. No call that time. Armstrong on the floor again. Harpering went over the top of Jamie Fike. I mean, he just high jumped right over his head.
And they're going to give him 2 shots right here. Oh, maybe that was on the floor, David. They're giving him 2.
He was on the floor. He didn't lift his arms till after Harpering hit the deck.
After he fouled him.
But you know what? He's shooting 2.
Yes, he is again.
And that's all that matters.
On the Magic, number 8.
Fike is now 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Austin replaces Harpering. 6:09 on the clock. A 2-point New Jersey Nets lead. Jamie Fike on a 10-day contract. And I'd say he's got a pretty good chance to stick around.
Pretty decent chance.
Ronnie Cycle is still injured. Nowhere in sight for New Jersey. Hardaway put it on the floor, and that will be a foul before the shot on Kerry Kittles.
Foul number 30, Kerry Kittles.
The 3rd team foul on New Jersey.
Third team foul.
Tell you one thing about the Nets, David. They have active hands. Always have, really.
Yep.
Kerry Kittles gets caught that time.
Kittles, very good defender.
There's another deflection.
With those hands, getting a piece of it. Anderson to tie up the game. Missed it long. Tipped out front to Armstrong. Nick's going to launch another one. He was out of bounds. The shot went in, but it won't count. Referee David Jones was right on top of the call, right in front of Chuck Daly and Brendan Suhr, and there's no argument. The Nets still lead by 3. Kittles missed the driving shot. Armstrong rebounds for the Magic. Hardaway crossover dribble, and he lays it in.
Well, it was goaltending, so it would have counted anyway. But great job, Darrell Armstrong, pushing the ball up the floor, and good job, Penny Hardaway, filling that lane. Now, where's your defense?
Tough shot by Carr, and Hardaway gets the rebound. Boy, Penny is making some big plays. Anderson throws it down. That gets the crowd rocking.
Well, I haven't seen Nick get up like that, David, in a long time. Long time.
Did not know if he was going to get high enough to catch it.
I didn't either, David, because this one is way up there. And he goes up with 2 hands and brings this one home.
Hardaway got it started. Armstrong was the middleman, and Anderson finishes it off.
Now, David, one more look at the alley-oop to Nick Anderson. Penny Hardaway does a good job getting it started. Darrell Armstrong looks up the floor, and Nick Anderson finishes this one with authority there, takes it home. Well, the Nets have answered every time the Magic have been in this position. They've gotten themselves a lead.
Not this time. Anderson, trailed by Kittles. Nick Anderson is coming up big tonight at the Arena.
Boy, is he ever.
7 in the 4th quarter for Anderson. 26 in the game.
And he will let this one go. That's not good, though.
But Kittles gets the rebound. And then throws it out of bounds, but it must have been touched by Darrell Armstrong. He
I guess so.
stuck a hand in there.
There's Nick Anderson shooting the gap on defense. Once again now, David, the Nets, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the league. Of course, Jason Williams has a lot to do with that. He's number 1 in the league.
He's back in the game with 5 fouls. Number 55 for New Jersey.
Looked like a travel.
Almost. And Gill missed the shot.
Great job blocking out Horace Grant.
Yeah, Armstrong got the rebound, but Grant made it happen for Darrell.
You're right.
3-point game, the Magic trying to take control, but boy, it's tough tonight against New Jersey.
Yeah, but you just can't turn the ball over here, David.
Hardaway almost had his pocket picked. Anderson for 3. Penny got a piece of it. Spike rebounds it for the Nets.
I mean, you can't say it's all right to miss this shot, because it's never all right in this situation to miss it. Oh, that's nice, wasn't it? Easy enough.
Not a bad play if you like that kind of thing. Marbury now has 12 for the Nets. And it's a 1-point Magic lead.
But the thing you want to do, David, is get yourself a shot every possession here.
That's not bad either. But he missed the shot, and Williams got the rebound. 3 minutes on the clock.
And Stephen Marbury likes this time of the game. There he is again, going right to the hole.
So the shot won't go. Gill gets the rebound, scores, and a foul on the Magic.
They talked about their offensive rebounding ability, David.
Foul number 1.
Hardaway got the foul. That's his 4th.
His 4th.
Marbury misses it, but look at Horace Grant on the inside there. Just couldn't come up with it. And Kendall Gill makes him pay for it. You know, they'll send all 5 guys to the basket, David, to the offensive glass. They'll send all 5. So if and when the Magic do get the rebound cleanly, they can push it down the floor. They'll get a high percentage shot on the other end.
Nick Anderson just got his 10th rebound, Bruce, and he's got a double-double, his 3rd of the year. Ooh, tough pass. The Grant caught it, snatched it in there, and then put the Magic back on fire. Oh, boy.
They get a lot of deflections, David.
That was a great catch by Grant.
Yeah. Good look by Ike Austin as well.
Marbury penetrating, kicks it out to Fike. Marbury for 3. Stephon Marbury. Nets lead is 2. 22-year-old youngster with a world of talent. As we approach the 2-minute mark, it's a 2-point Nets lead. Is there any other way but Down to the wire finishes for the Magic. Doesn't seem like it, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Nice step through by Penny Hardaway. The Magic tie it up.
He and Nick both have been very good at taking the ball to the basket tonight.
13 between the two of them in the fourth quarter.
This is Stephon Marbury time. He loves this time of the game.
See him working it on the dribble. Good job by Grant to cut him off. Boy, and that's fortunate not to turn it over. Williams battling. Penny Hardaway had it, but then lost it. Good hustle by all parties concerned.
You're right.
Timeout, New Jersey. New Jersey.
And the Nets will take timeout with 1:21 to play in the ball game. A tie game, 96-96. Hardaway and Anderson getting the job done for the Magic, but New Jersey will not go away.
Well, David, I'm not worried too much with the Nets on their first shot. I mean, they might make the first shot. Once again, you play the percentages and you don't know if it's going to go. But the concern comes on the rebounding on the offensive glass. That's where they can really hurt you down the stretch here. They have 5 athletic players on the floor. All 5 guys run, jump, and are good around the basket. So that's my greatest concern.
Tonight they have 9 offensive rebounds and 9 second chance points. But the big number is the points off of turnovers, 32 for New Jersey. And I think it's 14 for the Magic. Yeah, 14 points off of turnovers for the Magic, an 18-point difference. And that is just huge.
Yeah, it really is.
Talked about Kendall Gill at the top of the program and how we expected him to come out and play with great intensity, and he has tonight. Really, the entire New Jersey team. They have not played since Saturday night, so they came in here well rested. Several more days to work on things and try and get their act together. Pretty much a new ball club since the trade involving Marbury, bringing in Chris Carr and Stephon Marbury, losing Cassell and Gatling and Brian Evans. So Don Casey has his work cut out to try and mold this thing together. So they had a couple of practice days, come in here with good legs. Yep. And they played well. Dominique Wilkins, our Subway sub of the game. 17 points in 13 minutes.
Once again, David, a bunch of time left in this game. Number of possessions both teams will have before this one is over. But for the Magic, as I mentioned, rebounding the basketball and no turnovers.
A couple of guys with double-doubles already for the Magic. Marbury floats the pass out to Williams. Stephon Marbury into the lane and puts it in. 7 in the fourth quarter for Marbury. And now Chuck Daly will burn a timeout with 1:10 to play.
Real nice job, Stephon Marbury. Taking the ball to the basket. Horace Grant was there to offer help, but he came a little late. Give Horace a lot of credit for not committing the foul. He realized he was too late and just said, hey, I'll let you have this one instead of giving you the three-point play.
This young man wanted to return to his home area. Passed up a chance to play with Kevin Garnett. Perhaps a championship setting in Minnesota, and moved back to the New York area to play for the Nets. So it took somewhat of a gamble from the standpoint of championship opportunities. Although this New Jersey franchise, as we've talked, even though they're 5-23, they still have a lot of talent, Goose.
Yeah, they really do, David. And the other thing is, when you think about Stephon Marbury leaving out of Minnesota, when Tom Gugliotta left, I mean, I think that changed everything around there as far as Marbury was concerned. But I think his primary concern was getting back to home. And he seems to be very happy there. He's already signed the extension.
Yeah, oh, no question about it. He wants to be in New Jersey. And well, that should play into the Nets' favor in the long run, because a happy Stephon Marbury should be a quality player.
Well, and I think for New Jersey to get good, David, they're going to have a training camp together. I mean, you put this many new pieces to the puzzle, and you just put them in a bag, shake them up, and throw them out there, and it's just not going to be a pretty picture. And that's the case right now. I think they'll tell you it's going to take the rest of this season the summer and then training camp to really go.
Very quick player, very talented guy, and double-doubles tonight for the Magic already. Anderson and Penny Hardaway. Horace Grant's only a couple of rebounds short of a double-double. But that's secondary to what's going on elsewhere, and that's the Magic trying to pull out a victory, and they trail by 2. Orlando has been very tough in close games. In fact, they're 7-2 in games decided by 5 points or less.
Well, Nick Anderson has been the guy the Magic have gone to here down the stretch. We'll see if that happens. Both Nick and Penny have been very good on the low post. It's Nick Anderson, and he answers.
He is having one heck of a night. 9 points in the fourth quarter alone, 28 overall, and we are tied at 98.
And once again, it's all about Stephen Marbury right here. The key is trying to get him to give the ball up. Watch how he keeps his dribble alive. Horace Grant is coming with the double team.
Good rotation by the Magic defensively. Kimball Gill comes up short. Armstrong runs down the ball. We are tied at 98 with 36 seconds left.
I wouldn't mind running that same play the Magic ran the last time with Nick Anderson coming off of the low screen. But also you can get the ball to Penny Hardaway. He's on the low post against Marbury.
Penny against the smaller player. Armstrong. Grant going to pull the trigger. Horace Grant. 17 seconds left, and Grant has put the Magic up by 2.
Well, and it's almost like Horace said, I don't want this shot, guys. I don't want it. But they left him open, and
but
he had to
if you insist.
If you insist, I'm going to beat you guys if you want to make me take it.
Big basket by the veteran. And the Nets use timeout. Let's take another look. Armstrong's penetration got him the open shot.
Yeah, that's a wonderful job by Durrell. You saw 3 New Jersey shirts going back in the paint. Now watch the defense here. Nick almost gets beat on the outside, but he retreats. Ike Austin comes over, holds his ground, and very easily could have drawn the offensive foul. Well, this is a nice play. The Magic ran out of bounds. Watch the screen along the baseline. It's Ike Austin that gets him.
Well, actually, Anderson made a switch on the play. He saw the defender going over the top of the screen, and he darted into the corner.
He faded to the baseline, David. You remember at times we've talked about coming off the screens, catching and shooting. It appears at times the Magic don't want to do that, some of the guys coming off the screen. But here tonight, Nick Anderson on 3 or 4 occasions come off the screen, catch the ball, and let it go. Much like a guy, Reggie Miller or Glenn Rice. Some of those guys that are the better shooters in the league. But it just goes to show you once again, David, it's all about confidence.
It really is. It's such a mental game, as most sports are.
Now watch how he reads the defense here. Gill gets caught up. Ike Austin, look how Ike goes up the lane. And Nick Anderson just fades to the corner and buries it. Now, Horace Grant, as he takes this last shot, once again, puts the Magic up by 2. Now, as the Nets come out of the huddle, David, if I'm on a visiting team and I'm in a 2-point game, 9 times out of 10, I won't say every time, but 9 times out of 10, I'm going to take the 3-point shot. I want to try to get my win and get out of the building. Because you think if you go into overtime, the home team has the advantage. So the Magic have to extend their defense and take away the 3-point shot. Horace Grant has done a great job of running at Marbury, forcing him to give the ball up, David. If he can take the ball out of his hands, you're in much better shape.
Man Harpering in for Ike Austin. The Magic take a delay of game.
The Magic delay game warning. Next is a technical foul.
Kimball Gill is the trigger man. He can't find an open man.
New Jersey.
This is the Nets' final timeout.
That's a real good job defensively by the Magic. I mean, that play right there, David, really made it kind of easy for the Magic defense, really, not because of the play that was called, but because of the way the cuts were made to the positions on the floor. I mean, if you watch the Nets here on this play, watch how slowly they break to the positions on the floor. I mean, the defense would love for that to happen every time. I mean, watch this. They line up, and then watch how they go to their spots. Kittles kind of walks out. Marbury kind of walks out. I mean, no one makes the sharp cut. The defense would love that every time.
Like the morning walkthrough.
Yeah.
10 a.m.
I'd say they'll come out with a different play this time, David. I would think what they might do here, they will place Stephon Marbury's head right under the basket. And they'd run at least one screen down in the paint at him to try to free him up coming to the top of the key. Don't know if that's what they'll do, but a lot of teams do that to make sure they get the ball in their point guard's hand.
Well, you know that they want it in the hands of number 33, Stephon Marbury. And the Magic would like almost anybody else to handle the basketball.
Yeah, now Stephon Marbury, he's coming out. Look at him. He's right under the basket. And what's going to happen is Jason Williams is going to go down the lane. Jason Williams right here. Watch him go down, set the screen for Marbury coming out this direction.
Watch for Kendall Gill.
There it is. Darrell played him great.
Watch for Gill to get
now,
it back.
If you can just keep the ball in Jason Williams' hand.
10 seconds.
Watch the three-point shot.
Magic win.
Oh, boy. David, that is too close for comfort.
Marbury missed a shot. Carr missed a three just before the horn.
Oh, man.
And the Magic survive a New Jersey onslaught. Anderson takes a deep sigh of relief. 28 points for Nick. A dejected Kendall Gill in the nets. The Magic win by 2, 100-98. For Paul Kennedy and Goose Gibbons, I'm David Steele. Good night, everybody.